What is up, viewers? It's the Quacky Guy, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a full test on the Samsung Galaxy Tab A, and obviously I'm also going to do a quick review on the specs on this phone. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. When looking at the Samsung Galaxy Tab A, one of the first things you notice is the 10.1, that is the 255.4mm display up front. And looking at the right hand side, we notice that the first button we see is the power button, and the second button, which is a bit longer, that is the obvious volume button. And also at the bottom, if you look closely, you're going to find out the SIM slot here, which can contain 2 SIM cards and 1 SD card. So there's pretty much nothing at the side, but if you look at the bottom, you're going to find the normal Samsung charging port and a double facing speaker, which I'm still going to talk about during the course of this video. Now, on the top, we have the 3.5 stereo jack port and a mic. Now on the back, we have pretty much nothing. It's just Samsung logo and the 8-megapixel camera. Now when looking at the phone, you're going to obviously notice that this is a big phone. This is not obviously a phone you can hold with one hand. As you can see, it almost takes up the size of my palm, even though I have a very large palm. It's pretty light, it's not all that heavy and stuff, but the tab is actually a big tab. So when I got this phone, it took me 1 minute 30 seconds plus to completely boot this phone up to the Android One UI of Samsung. So the scrolling on this phone, the response is amazing. Everything you can think of when it comes to scrolling on the Samsung Tab, I think that is what Samsung have been working on quite a long time. So first of all, there are 2 apps that I found out on this. I noticed on this phone that Samsung pre-installed or has been there, but first of all is the Samsung Notes. I've already tested this out before, so you can zoom after you finish typing and you can actually save it as a PDF on this device. Now moving over to the fun part, which is the Office app. So you can create MS Word, Excel, you have PowerPoint and Forms. So it's a wonderful, free software that was already installed on the tab. Secondly, on the settings, if you look, it's already on the dark mode. It was one of the things I quickly did when I got this phone and I found out that it had that feature. So the bright mode pretty much looks old school and it doesn't feel like a Samsung. To me, it doesn't feel like a Samsung, but I quickly turned on the dark mode for it to feel much more mature. So when I was talking about the speaker, I said it has a double facing speaker. Now this is a 3D surrounding speaker, which is really, really amazing. Here is a sample of what it sounds like. So moving over to the mic test, this tablet doesn't come with a sound recording app, so I'm going to actually do a camera test joined with the mic test. So right now this is the selfie camera and it's trying pretty much very well to stabilize, although the stabilization is not that good. So you can't zoom in selfie mode, and you can pause your video. It tries as much as possible to adjust based on the exposure of the lighting. So you pretty much need good lighting for a better video quality. So apparently this phone has autofocus. I didn't mention this while I didn't notice this while I was doing my camera test. It has autofocus. I don't know if you could see this, but the autofocus is actually, the response in the autofocus is not actually that bad, but it has autofocus. And close-up shots on this phone is just absolutely everything. So I guess And now let's move on to the video playback test. So the video playback on this phone, you can get up to 4K. So also the internet speed, like I said, it uses 4G. The internet speed is really good. And we are going to go ahead and watch this in 4K. So I'm just going to go ahead and increase the quality to higher picture quality. So So guys, the picture quality on this phone, as you can see, I don't know if you can notice it on the screen, it displays up to 4K, like it's better in person. Going over to test out the gaming on this phone. The battery life on this phone, it has a 6150 mAh battery, so that is a battery you've got on this phone. So guys, as far as this phone is concerned, one of the things you should note is that this phone doesn't make phone calls that are not on loudspeakers. That is, every single call that you make on this phone is always on loudspeaker, because the only speakers you find on this phone is the 2 speakers which you find at the bottom of the phone. It's pretty much a big tab. Nobody wants to hold that phone on your ear and be like hello. So it's not all that much of a turn off, if I should say. And as far as the price, it is a phone that I want to recommend for you guys. Go ahead and drop your opinions on this phone as far as the camera is concerned. I love getting feedbacks on the camera on any phone. So go ahead and tell me what you think about this phone. And go ahead and hit that like button on this video so that you help me push out this video to more people. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, you can go ahead and subscribe to this channel right now, because it is absolutely free and it's just one click away. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, boom, and you are going to keep seeing more videos like this one. So without further ado, I'll catch you in my next video. Bye. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. It is absolutely free.